Okay. Okay. Hello and welcome everyone to the Race as One Race Championship here in Mexico for round 17 of the championship at Mexico City. Surely going to be an exciting race, just as well as the others. I've been brought in to commentate this race, and I've obviously taken a chance. I obviously took it with open arms, and so this race is going to be very good. And yes, I don't know. Alright. So at the moment, we've only got a little bit left until this race gets underway. We've only got one more person and one more space to get filled, and that's one of the Haas drivers. I'm not sure if there's going to be a reserve or not, but there's definitely going to be someone in that seat before the start of the race. Pretty sure. So, yeah. Let's have a look at what's going on elsewhere. So, driving in the Mercedes, we have Josh Stead and Chuck Brubus. In Red Bull, we have Reese SP and also Lee Coys. In McLaren, you have Barbecue Man and Jack Stott. In Aston Martin, you have, it's one of the Aston Martin drivers left, I think. I'm not very sure, but they're not there. Weird. Anyway, you also have Getcha 95. In Alpine, you've got Raw Poppadom and Raw Nosh. In Ferrari, you have Schnitzy. In Ferrari, you also have Ecolot. In AlphaTauri, you have Sixpru and Super Duck. Anthony and Don Tools in Alfa Romeo. You have F1 Silver in Haas and Chuckle Brubas and Jack Jordans in the Williams. And now everyone's going to start readying up, and qualifying is about to begin. So, everyone, welcome to Mexico City here in Mexico. Here on this circuit, there is 17 corners and 3 DRS zones, with the DRS zones going through up from the start-finish straight to turn 1, and also on the straight entering turn 12. So, and also on the run down to turn 4, there was also already a straight there. Best overtaking place on the track, probably either turn 1, turn 4, turn 12 or 13, or on the final couple of corners at 16 and 17. And the circuit length has a track length of 4.3 kilometers, which also relates to 2.6 miles approximately. And there is going to be 36 laps here. And its first Grand Prix was held in 1963. So this is quite a historic track to be racing on, but also one that has survived all this time, which is quite amazing to think about. So everyone is going to be right on the top of their seats here for the start of this Grand Prix. But first, we have qualifying. Where are these amazing drivers going to qualify? Well, we'll have to see, because I don't know. Well, just yet. So, qualifying. We're beginning. And welcome to qualifying here for the Mexico Grand Prix. So, here we are at Mexico City, qualifying time. Here, with all the fans waiting to see a great result from some of their favourite drivers. But at the moment, no one seems to be coming out. Obviously, it's early minutes, 30 seconds. We haven't even had 1 minute go past, only 30 seconds. No one's come out yet. I think they're all getting all their stuff ready. And is that a Alfa Romeo? Yeah, Alfa Romeo coming out of the pits, and McLaren in the background as well. And I see another McLaren coming out, and another car behind. That's an Aston Martin. Okay, those cars coming out now. We're going to have a look down at the Alfa Romeo. Bring this to screen. Right, sorry for the interruption. I am so sorry. Right, let's get this qualifying underway here at Mexico. Flying laps about to begin here for all the drivers. Anthony 85 is about to start his flying lap as he goes through the final turn now and onto the long straight as to begin his lap. He is now began, and there's many people slowing down, getting ready for their laps. So tyres are an interesting point to play here in this situation. You've got obviously most of them are going to be starting their qualifying on the soft tyre. Others starting their qualifying in the mediums. The medium tyre runners are going to have a very good lap to get themselves up the field. And there's a yellow flag for a second. Was there a spin for someone? Jack Stott? Maybe? I think that was him. Had a little bit of a spin, but I'm going to go back to Anthony now. As he goes through the third sector. He is now coming through the last couple of turns out in the final chicane. He's going to come through now into the final turn and cross now. And where's that going to put him? 1:16.2. That's the time to beat. Now, will they be able to beat it? We're going to have a look. Oh, there's what's happened here. There's a Williams in the barriers. He's got a front wing lost. He's on the medium tyres. It's Chuckle Bruvas. He's not doing very well. Barbecue Man sets a lap of 1:18.5. Super Duck sets a time of 1:16.2. So 5,000 seconds slower. There's an Alpine on the side of the track. Don't know why he's there. What even be? Jack Stott. So the McLarens not having the best of quali so far. 6 presets a 1:18.1. Eckhart sets a gets fourth 1:17.6, and Schnitzy set a 1:17.3. So not bad for all of these drivers so far, except for the McLarens. I think the McLarens need to really wake up, because I know they're a good team, but they're really not having the best here. As we're going to watch Barbecue Man. He is trying to set a faster lap than he did last time, as Anthony 85 goes quickest overall. I think he was quicker before, but he's gone even quicker. It's a 1:15.7. The McLarens don't seem to be finding any pace, as another invalidated lap. What is going on to these McLaren cars? Jack starts going down, and they're going to be in the pit spot. Chuck Bruvas has gone second fastest with 1:16.0. Very good lap by Chuck Bruvas, but will be able to improve on a second time out later in qualifying, because if that does happen, then he's going to be very well set for the race. Now we're going to watch him on this lap. He either is going to set a good lap, or he's going to come into the pit lane, because I honestly don't know what's happening or what's not. So he's coming through. Oh, he's going to validate lap time. I think he's going to come in this lap. So, it's a 1:16.6 kilometers. F1 Silver has an invalidated lap time. Jack Stott, he's going quicker. He hasn't got an invalidated lap just yet. Don't think he will be. He's 9 seconds quicker. Obviously, his lap is a 1:34.7, so his lap is probably going to be quicker, as he's going through the final chicane now. Try not to exceed track limits. Please don't exceed track limits. Good lad. Good lad. As we come through the final turns now, onto the final right sweeper, across onto the pit straight. Where's he going to be? 4th position. See, when the McLarens are waking up, they can do really well. As F1 Silver's had an off. He has a broken front wing. What's happened there then? I wonder why, because now he has half of the front wing on. Interesting. I really wouldn't expect that. Let's watch Jack Jordans. He's on his out lap at the moment on medium tyres. He's got a validated lap time. Is that going to be for this lap only, or is it going to be for the next lap as well? Because I honestly have no idea. Right, so we're going to watch. Who's behind? Lee Coys. Let's watch Lee Coys. He could be really good, you know. The Red Bulls would love a good qualifying here in this Mexico City area. Mexico City thing. So as they start their laps, going through sector 1 now, going on the large, very long start straight into the first chicane. You've got a right, then a left, then another right. It's a lot of turns. Actually, no, it's just a normal chicane, isn't it? Okay. Going through now onto the second DRS straight, doing very well to keep it on the track. Try not to go wide on the exit, very well. Trying to go too deep into that corner, and he's done that well. And now all you need to do is just avoid exceeding track limits. At this point, just try not to lose control of the car and go wide or go too fast through the turn and cut the corner. That's not very good. If that does happen, There's a yellow flag in the first sector. That's a slow Red Bull. That's his teammate ahead of him. Now he's going to come across the line. Still going to be fastest lap, but it's going to be 11th. So, again, not entirely the best, but he can definitely work with it as a slow Mercedes somewhere on the track. I think. Yeah. Double check this. He's going in by a day lap. Time is our lap. So that's not the best. But Anthony85 stays on provisional pole only by less than a tenth. This is with 8.5 minutes left in qualifying. And never mind, he's not on provisional pole anymore. That fella in that Ferrari, Eckhout, he's set a lap of his dreams, a 1:15.6. I ain't seen that lap. Where did that come from exactly? Because I would love to know. Anthony has an invalidated lap, so he's not going to set another one, which is very disappointing because he was on really fresh tyres and he could have set a lot as raw and Nosh is on the side of the circuit. His invalidated lap is just there. Gets out of the way of his teammate, tries not to hit him. Choco Bruvas is just cutting every corner. Choco Bruvas, even though he has an invalidated lap time, he comes to the pits and he sends the fastest lap of the group. I tell you now, if that lap wasn't invalidated, he would have set fastest lap. Even going in the pits makes you quicker. The McLaren's getting ready for another shot at glory. Barbecue Man. He's only 16th at the moment. He would love an improvement. He's on new, fresh tyres on this lap. Hopefully he does improve as he comes out now. His own lap is done. His flying lap begins, and now in the first sector he's got his teammate behind, so he's not going to try and get in the way. But also, Jack Star has to also try to overtake his teammate because he's going to be in the flying lap. And Barbecue Man pulls out the way to let his teammate pass. Now, was that a tactical move by the team principal? Because if that was, then you can definitely see who's the first driver in this team, and that's definitely Jack Star. And I did know that before, but I'm just guessing by that it was either a team principal move or a personal move. Which, if it was a personal move that he didn't get told to do, I can really see the sportsmanship in that man. He's a very sportsmanship man. He's very kind to his teammates. I tell you that, and he's very loyal. I can definitely tell. So last couple of corners now onto the final chicane for Jack Stott. He's 9th at the moment on very new fresh tyres. He's going through the final turns now. Last two. Entering the final turn now. It's a nice left sweeper and across the line we go. It's 8th position. He improves by 2 tenths, but doesn't get into the top 5. Now behind Raw Popperdom, trying to make an improvement. At the moment he's 5 tenths down on his fastest time. Entering the 3rd sector. This doesn't look exactly good for Raw Popperdom, but 3rd sector now. He's jack extended, and that's he's lost the back end as well. Oh, that's not very good. Everything bad is happening for these drivers. Well, not everything. Some things are good, but we're gonna watch. Keep me reminded on Lee Coys. We're gonna watch his lap. He could be good. Let's have a look. His driver is Jack Stott on another flying lap. He's gone quicker in the 1st sector. In the 2nd sector, he's dropped off a lot. Now, why was that? Because now he's a 2nd down. Why has that happened? Raw Popperdom, he's gone only a slight quicker than his fastest time through the 1st sector. In the 2nd sector, we're going to have to wait and see for the 2nd sector at the moment. He's only going a little bit quicker, and by a little bit I mean 5 thousandths of a second quicker. that's how I'm talking here. As Chuck Brubass sets the fastest lap in his Mercedes, a 1:15.5. Chuck Brubass has provisional pole with 4.5 minutes left in this qualifying session. Will he be able to snatch pole off of the others? It was first Anthony, then it was Eckhout, and now Chuck Brubass. Will anyone else steal pole? Because knowing how fast these drivers are, at this point anyone could get pole. Because all of them are pushing to their very limits. And if your limit is a very good limit, then you'll be doing very well. Quite simple. Super duck. Going through the final corners now, into the final chicane. Now onto this little weird straight thing, and then onto the final turn. He could improve on his time here. Going across the line. It's only a slight improvement, but it's enough to jump Roar Poppadom. I'm very surprised how he ended up getting that. He's only beat him by 0.003 of a second. That is a very kind of cool lap. And Chuck Brubass again. Another flying lap. Gone absolutely amazing. It's like the sugar put on an ice cream. It turns you mental. I think he's had his ice cream this morning. Don't know why you have ice cream in the morning, but hey, well, who cares? Chuck Brubass, as you can see, has got pole, or provisional pole. He's improved his lap. Now, others behind are going to have to try and improve. We are watching. This isn't Roar Nosh. You lied to me. Anthony. It is Anthony now in the third sector. Doesn't look like he's going to improve his time. Is he going to go for another final lap though? Yes, he is. He must have made a mistake because now he's 3 seconds down. And there's a Mercedes. A little bit of a problem. He's going slowly. Now, why is that? Because does he have a broken front wing? I don't know. I want to see if he does or not. Nope, he's completely fine. Done something about day lap though. Anthony is 2/10 quicker in the first sector. That would be enough to both jump Eckhout and get close enough to Chuck Brubass for a possible overtake and get provisional pole. But now, with 1 minute and 40 seconds left in this qualifying session, try not to get his lap invalidated. That's what he's done. Oh, that is a disappointment. Now, on these tyres, he can't afford to go back into the pits. As Roar Nosh goes second, yeah, he's staying out. He's going for another lap. He's going to go right for it here. He has improved, but the invalidated as Jack Jordans comes out of nowhere in his Williams, sets the fastest lap. And Eckhout jumps Chuck Brubass as well. It's a 1:15.0 for Jack Jordans. Did anyone expect that? Anyone? Like, I'm asking you. Did anyone expect Jack Jordans to set that lap? As Lee Coys retires. So he thinks that he's not going to improve on his lap. He must retire. Oh, there's a massive incident. I just saw behind. Yep, there he is. That's an Aston Martin. That's, oh my god, that's Gekata. He's in the barriers. What's happened there? I just saw him in the background go into the barriers. That must have been a massive incident there for that to happen. Now, only 11 seconds left on the clock. I don't think... I mean, is there a possibility for Jack Jordans to go across the finish line and be able to set another lap? No. He sets an even quicker lap. That's what he does. What a qualifying session for Jack Jordans. The feck have I just seen? What have I seen from this man today? I have seen speed. I can just say Oh, Chuckle Brewbass is on for another lap. He's going on for another flying lap. So, here we are now. Chuckle Brewbass. He's probably the only one who can really stop the others from snatching pole. Jack Jordan's set a sub 1 minute 15 and set a 1:14.8. Well, Chuckle Brewbass snatched that away. Now he's a tenth faster in second sector, so at the moment it doesn't look like he's gonna get pole, but it'll have enough to get him ahead of two people, both the Alpines, and if he's quick enough as he comes across the line ahead of Chuck Brewbass, and he's failed. He's failed to do that. He hasn't improved at all that lap. He must have completely lost it. And P8 to P4 for Roar Poppadom. Boom! A great lap from Roar Poppadom. Great one. Up into P4 by the end of quali. This top four is going to be a very close one to start off. But I hand all of this quali to Jack Jordan's. What a lap and a qualifying I have seen from this man. 6 tenths faster than the man in second. And from second to 8th, the gap in time is 3 tenths. And you're saying this man beat second place by 6. Double that. Am I alive right now? Am I really seeing this? And the race is about to begin. So, 5 red lights here for the drivers, and it's lights out and away we go. Jack Jordan's gets a good start off the line, and the Mercedes behind of Chuck Brewbass got an amazing start. He's already up to second, and he's going on the inside here into turn 1. Will he be able to get past into turn 1? No, he won't. As the Alpine goes a little bit wide, Warnosh goes a little bit wider on that corner, might have got pushed out, as behind Chuckle Brewbass is making his way through the pack, but he's being overtaken by so many cars at the moment, he can't even defend from any of that at all, and he's now down in 7th, as Warnosh is up to 3rd, but behind them Reese SP has made himself up to 4th. So great start from the Red Bull. And now behind, Anthony's been overtaken. Very close one there with the others. Where is the AlphaTauri gone? Oh, he's there. Alpine looking for a move. Head Chuckle Brewbass looking to the inside of Anthony. Couldn't get the move done. But off the start. And Jack Jordan's our pole positionist from qualifying. He's in the lead of this Grand Prix, but not for long, says Chuck Brewbass. He's in for that race lead. As there's an incident with the look at this, Alfa Romeo in the pits, but ahead, very close fight here between Chuck Brewbass and Jack Jordan's. Jack Jordan's is being passed by the Mercedes. And now, will he be able to get the traction to overtake him back? No, he won't. Chuck Brewbass has put himself into the lead on the second lap of this Grand Prix with a great overtake. And behind all of them, the Alfa Romeo and the Haas have a pit stop. I'm guessing it's because of damage, but besides the point, I don't really know exactly what happened with them. They must have had an incident, because I saw the Haas a little bit slow. There's an Aston Martin having a little bit of an incident. Oh, there's no front wing on that car whatsoever. What's happened here with Gekata? He's had a crash in qualifying, and he's had a crash here on the second lap of this Grand Prix in the race. Oh, what's happened? DRS enabled. Interesting. I think he must have had a collision with the barriers by himself, because I didn't see any of that. I was more concentrated on the front. And talking about the front, Jack Jordan got a lot closer than he did before. A super duck has just lost a hell of a lot of positions. What's that? Oh, he's had a spin. Oh, what happened to him? He definitely got some extra temperature in them tyres thanks to something else, but I don't know what that was. That was making his tyres so warm. As now, Jack Jordan's is the 3-second penalty. Chuck Brubas, on the other hand, is driving for his life out there. And Jack Jordan's looks to the inside. He is so close behind. He could basically make a move at any time. But at the moment, no moves have been made just yet. Chuck Brubas stays ahead. It's really bad to have hiccups when you're commentating. Really annoying. But Chuck Brubas now has to defend, not only with the slipstream of him. No, you have to defend with the DRS as well. He looks to the outside line, getting very close on the exit into turn 1. Jack Jordans takes the lead back from Chuck Brubas, but now behind, Rowan Nosh is going to be very close to the other two, as Chuck Brubas is going to have... No, he's not going to have DRS in Jack Jordans. I usually think there's a DRS on here. I think there is, but it wasn't enabled this lap. I don't know why. But Jack Jordans back into the lead this Grand Prix. He's back up into first, which is very good. I'd love to see him in first. Oh, he lost the back end, and he has lost the back ends. Is Jack Jordans having a spin? Oh no. Oh no. Oh, that is terrible. Jack Jordans pole positionless by 6/10 last race. Now lost chance of a possible victory because of that back end loss. That's a massive disappointment, but that's just what happens in races like this. And now everyone's going to get very close to each other. Rowan Nosh has to defend from Reese SP from behind. He's not going to make the move done. Chuck Brubas is now very close to Rowan Nosh. Rowan Nosh is getting very close to the back of that Mercedes car. Will he be able to make a move in the upcoming laps? It certainly looks like he could. But when he will is the big question. So, the gap between first and second at the moment is only 3 tenths. Very close. And so, an overtake could come at any time, but probably, and I'm guessing you will guess as well, it's probably going to come at the DRS straights, as there's an Alfa Romeo spinning. Oh, yeah. See that? Alright. There's a yellow flag in every sector of the circuit. There's a Red Bull. There's a Red Bull without a front wing. There's... what else? Oh, there's a Chuckle Brubas in the pits. Rowan Nosh Sorry, I wasn't looking, but he's got ahead of Chuck Brubas, and Chuck Brubas has now got beaten past by Reese SP. So he's just dropped back a lot throughout that whole thing. 2 people have hit, Chuck Brubas and Bob. Oh, sorry, I forgot to mention Barbecue Man, and Lee Coys as well. All 3 of them are in the pits this lap. So we're gonna have a look at tyres. Just for now, so they pit each of them. Choco Brubas is pit under the mediums. Lee Coys is back and onto the soft tyres. Barbecue Man is now on mediums, and he is now at the back of the grid. So back to this lead fight. The top 3, or the top 4 even, are separated by barely anything at this point. They're hanging on by a thread, as behind Chuck Brubas is into the pit lane. He's switching onto them new fresh medium tyres into the pits. Where is he going to come out then? So I can't commentate on that right now. Very close fight for the lead. As behind we are also watching Chuck Brubas. Where's he going to come out? Back onto the circuit. Looks like he's going to come out in 10th position. So he's going to come out still in the points, but also still in this race, which is very, very good, because he didn't want to come out of the pit last and have to catch up all that, thanks to like the poor pit stops and thing. So Warnosh leading the way on lap 7 ahead of Reese SP and Eckhart, with Anthony in 4th. There's a yellow flag. I think that is a slow Alpine. With Raw Poppadom in 6th, Josh Stead in 7th, Schnitzy in 8th, Chuck Brubas in 9th, and Sixbury in 10th. As the race leader comes into the pit lane, Warnosh is into the pits for his first pit stop of the race. Comes out now on a new fresh set of soft tyres. Interesting. So comes out now as Chuckle Brubas says the fastest lap of the race in the mediums. So that's interesting. So none of the soft tyre runners have caused that. Seems to be medium tyres used are quite efficient. So that's very good. Schnitzy, I haven't seen this yet. He's decided to start on the hard tyres. So that's interesting. I really wouldn't think any people would start on the hards. But I guess now that you look at that, it could work. It could work. We are now watching Reese CP and Eckhart. Both of them stay out. Eckhart has DRS on Reese SP. Is he going to make the move stick into turn 1? He pulls to the outside. And they're going to go wheel to wheel. Not for long because Eckhart zoomed past. And through he goes. And 6-3. I think he must have had some sort of an incident because he's dropped positions. There's Josh still. That's a DNF. Oh, there's a spin for the Haas as well. What's that? Oh, whoa. Aston Martin without front wing. Spinning Haas. And DNF Red Bull. Interesting. That's, well, interesting. I was hoping for a safety car. Shake up the race. But I guess not this time. It's the other guy in the third sector. That is, my friends, an Alfa Romeo. Jack Jordan's has passed Anthony because Anthony's in the pits. Which tyre is Anthony going to go on? Anthony is going to go on mediums. Mediums on softs maybe, but I think he's on the aggressive strategy, so he's going softs to the end after he pits next. He's going to come out 10th behind Chuckle Grubas, which Chuckle Grubas is trying to pull off the undercut. And ahead, Chuckle Grubas got ahead of Jack Stott now. So he's making progress through the field as he goes wide. Now Jack Stott's going to have a run around the outside. Is he going to dance around the outside into turn 4? No, he won't. He will stay behind for the time being. So this fight is going to get even more interesting as Jack Stott sends it down the inside, has to switch to the outside by the corner's end. Now this fight is going to really heat up now, as behind, if Jack Stott pulls away, or starts to pull away, then Anthony's going to come into this fight and be like, hey, I want to get a position or two. He's going to try to do that. So, Anthony, we are now spectating Anthony to see this fight as Reese SP is in the pits for new fresh soft tyres. Vornosh goes past, and on the pit exits is Rebel, who gets ahead of everyone else. And ahead, Jack Stott's going for another move. Down the inside on Chuckle Grubas. That's going to hold him up. And Jack Stott running number 35, obviously. As you can probably see, this is really got the attention of... he's going to send it up the inside as Anthony. I was about to say he got interested in an overtake, but did he get too interested? Because he thought he could make that lunge. That lunge wasn't there and the overtake wasn't on. Oh, penny late and $1 short. Quite simply there. Let's have a look now, back at the front. Jack Jordan's is in the pit lane. He's going in for his pit stop, but obviously he spun before. He's going to be in the pits now. He's already been passed by Vornosh, who was pit before. He's switching on to new softs. Is it? Never mind, that's swinging back. Comes out behind Chuckle Grubas. Interesting. So Jack Stott is ahead of Chuckle Grubas, and also now Jack Jordan is ahead of both of the Williams. Very interesting. And it's also very good for the McLarens, since they don't have to worry about. I mean, they do still have to worry about them, but not as much. And BGR Ecobot, he's only living on these tyres by a thread. He needs to pit, and if he doesn't pit now, then his race is, he's doing okay on those tyres. But pitting now would probably be the best idea, and he's fought the same. He's into the pit on lap 12. Switches on the mediums. And out he goes. Vornosh goes past. Reese SP get past as well. Does he call Chuck Grubas is going to be close behind. Isn't going to get past just yet. Chuckle Grubas is a bit more behind. Jack Jordan's back ahead. Jack Stott. Jack Jordan's also makes a move on Chuckle Grubas. And sends it up the inside goes Jack Stott. Very close here between them. And behind us, Josh Stead now makes a move on Jack Stott. He's going to send it up the inside on the Williams. Contact was made indefinitely there, and the McLaren thinks he can send it around the outside, and I don't blame him, but he's going to have the inside line entering the next turn, and I don't think he can do much about that now. And all contacts, he's lost the back end. He's going to have to, hand gets thrown up there, he's going to have to forfeit the position to the Alfa Romeo. More contacts from Chuckle Grubas. And ahead, Anthony and Josh Stead having a fight as well. More contact on the car. This is, I don't think Chuckle Grubas is going to be very happy with the Mercedes of thinking he can easily just send it up the inside and he'll be alright. But Jack Jordan's fastest lap, those new softs are working a charm for him. Roar Nosh in the lead of this race on 5-lap old softs, probably the oldest tyres at the moment. Knowing about tyre wear, probably has the most tyre wear as well, except for Sixbury. He's been on those medium tyres since the start, so is Josh Stead, to be honest, but those tyres are going to wear off eventually, and you're going to have to change them eventually as well. So yeah, that's going to happen. You're going to have to pit at some point. So nothing much to really commentate about. No mind, find something. Anthony's making a move on Josh Stead down the inside. Has to leave the space. Contact made. Chuckle Grubas thinks he has an opportunity down the inside. Can he make that lunge? He's pushed him off the track. Off the track he goes. And now Josh Stead has to defend with the Chuckle Grubas, hoping that he can get past. Will he be able to get past? He does have DRS. He's going to enable as much ERS as he can, but he only has 3% left. The DRS isn't going to be enough to get past. I don't think it will be. Okay. He's going to get the DRS though now. Around the outside. Can he do it? He brakes late. Tries to avoid going off the track. They make contact. Is there front wing damage on that Williams? Because I saw him going right into him. Around the outside goes the Mercedes as Anthony gets spun rounds. It's Anthony again. It's another spin. You just can't. You can't see it, oversee it again. This is the second time he's been spun round, or he spun himself. I don't know if he got spun around himself or not, but he's had a spin. Oh my lord. Many penalties getting dished out at the moment, and behind, I think there's hard tyres coming on for some people. They're going to be hards to the end. Right. Nothing really worth talking about here, I'll be honest. But Roar Nosh has been keeping his lead afloat for the last couple of things now, which is good. On those old soft tyres. And there's a yellow flag at an Aston Martin. He's out of the session. Gikata is out of the session. Oh no. What's happened to Gekata? Will we find out? Probably not, actually. Raw Poppadoms in the pits, outside to the end. Let's go! Yeah, nothing. Oh, never mind. Chad Jordan's is making an overtake. This time it's on BGR Eckerhart. Eckerhart being overtaken by the Williams. So we are now. Myself, I'm hoping for a safety car. Anyone else is probably hoping for some sort of thing. I don't know. The lead is getting as close as you ever think he'll be. Rawdosh, he's gonna have to try to defend off of our boy Reese because he's on fresher softs. He's on fresher everything. And he doesn't send off the inside. It was very close, but there wasn't enough space. He just couldn't do it, which is very disappointing. Jack starts in the pits. New mediums. This is close. Very close. Is he gonna go for a move? Up the inside. Yes, he will. Great move. Up the inside of Rawdosh. Take a bow, Reese. You've made a move. And it was good. It was very good. So I'm really tired. I'll try my best to keep myself awake. Oh, God. Alright. So, I think this is about time for Rawdosh to pit. Those 11 lap hold softs, they ain't lasting. They just aren't. You may want to pit now. Jeffrey Rouse has also been on mediums. 12 laps old. In the pits goes Raw Nosh. On the car goes Fresh Mediums. On to the end of the Grand Prix. Now, will we be able to have those mediums last? Probably. You know, probably, yeah. Yeah, I'll probably do it. Is he? Oh, Jack Jordans! I'm sorry, guys. My fingers are lagging. Oh, God, second. Jack Jordans. What's happened? Oh no. Is he just... Oh, we can see his car. It's parked up. Oh, that is pain. Pain on the other side.